Key points. The last such exchange before the election was always likely to be slogan-filled. And so it proved, as both Theresa May and Jeremy Corbyn attempted to synthesize their campaign promises. Corbyn's questions returned to the format he employed when he first became Labour leader, submitted by members of the public who had written to him, and ranged across public sector pay rises, or lack of, the failure to build more houses, schools funding, and lastly pensions. May was largely evasive on specifics, instead hammering campaign themes of strong and stable leadership. Just about every conservative backbencher who spoke managed to shoehorn the phrase in, attacking Labour's economic record and, in particular, Corbyn's fitness to be Prime Minister. The exchange between the two ended with what presumably will be among their principal attack lines in the weeks ahead. For Corbyn, it was the description of May and the Tories as strong against the weak, weak against the strong. May finished with a reprise of her speech when calling the election last week. Every vote. Her was strong leadership while every vote. Corbyn supported a coalition of chaos in the Brexit process, supported by Scottish nationalists and Liberal Democrats. But perhaps the most telling blow on May was landed by Angus Robertson, the SPN's leader at Westminster, who cornered the Prime Minister on the pensions triple lock, and twice made her refuse to confirm whether it would be present in the Conservative manifesto. Verdict. At PMQs you can deploy the sniper's rifle or the shotgun. And today we saw Angus Robertson try one and Jeremy Corbyn the other. They were both effective in their way. Although Theresa May's shield of slogans and talking points managed to protect her quite adequately, it did not feel as if anyone secured a great triumph. But in the circumstances, and with polling organizations pouring humiliation over Corbyn by the hour, that probably amounted to something of a win for the Labour leader. He asked about a range of topics, resorting to the "here's a question from a viewer" formula, and neatly skewering May over her reluctance to take questions from members of the public. It was not flashy or eye-catching, but it was honest and solid, and his points were strong. In response, May resorted to carpet-bombing Corbyn with the strong and stable leadership stuff. Her message discipline is outstanding, and conventional wisdom has it. You cannot repeat these slogans too often, although May seems to be testing theory to destruction. Robertson focused on a forensic question about the triple lock, and he secured what amounted to another clear hint that it is set to be ditched. The exact wording of May's response was interesting. She talked about pensioner incomes continuing to go up. It is not quite clear what that means, but doubtless the Tory manifesto will clarify it. Memorable lines. Even his own supporters know he's not fit to run the country. May attacks Corbyn in reference to a website has been set up by supporters with the title, "I like Corbyn," but, in an attempt to quell voters' worries about his leadership qualities. They only look after the richest, not the rest. Corbyn makes it clear Labour will fight the election on inequality and public services, rather than Brexit.